Hi guys, Miss Malka here. We are going to do our Cheeto calorimetry lab today. So sit back, relax, and make sure you're recording your data. Okay, so we're gonna get started on the lab. I'm gonna go over some of the equipment and materials you're gonna be using, and then we'll actually do a trial together. So the first thing I wanna go over is the setup here. So we have a ring stand with the ring clamp, and then we have a glass stir rod that we've put through the can tab of a can. This is a graduated cylinder. You're gonna be using this to measure water from the sink. And then we have our vernier thermometer probe, which we're going to be using to take the temperature of the water before and after. You have a paper clip that you kind of bend so you can get the Cheeto on it, and this Cheeto is going to be our sample that we're going to be testing in our calorimeter. So the first thing you need to do is get the mass of the Cheeto and the paper clip. So in your balance, and it's 2.27 grams. So after the lab, we'll take the final mass to see how much mass we've lost. So then you take your Cheeto and just place it to the side. Okay, we won't need the balance for a little while. So now you're going to take your graduated cylinder and your can and get 50 milliliters of water into your, where's the 50? 50 milliliters of water into your soda can. So you can measure that straight from the sink. You want to be precise with this. So make sure you are reading meniscus lines when applicable. Get nice and low. So your eyes should literally be level with the graduated cylinder, and this looks good to go. So into the soda can we go. And then you're done with the cylinder. You don't need that until the next trial. And on goes your soda can to the ring stand. So the point of this lab is really to see how much the water rises when we burn our Cheeto. So the Cheeto sample is going to go underneath. And you want to make sure that your sample is about 2.5 centimeters. So use your trusty ruler and lower the can down. You don't want it too close because then you will snuff out the fire before it even gets started. So the next data point you need before we get started is the initial temperature of the water. So I'm going to get this started here on our graphical analysis app. And you want to take the measurement of the water, not of the can. So make sure you're taking a temperature of the water itself, which is 22.5 degrees. And of course, that's in degrees Celsius. So I'm going to leave the probe in there, but I'm going to mount it on the can so that, again, it's not touching the bottom of the can. It's just touching the water inside. So you want to make sure that your Cheeto is fairly stable, because once we start burning it, if it falls over, your data is going to get skewed a little bit. So see, I'm having a little trouble with it. I'm going to take a piece of tape and just tape it down for some extra safety here. So you want to make sure that your Cheeto is underneath, and then it's go time. So we're going to be watching the temperature as it rises. You're going to take the temperature of the hottest point of the water when you get your data done. So here goes nothing. You can see the temperature is already at 40, 49, 50 degrees Celsius. We want the Cheeto to burn completely, so be patient. It's going. Now we're at 51 degrees. It's starting to go down now though. And as you can see, it's starting to smoke now. We're still at about 50 degrees on the thermometer. It's reading down here. I don't know if you can see it, but we'll get a nice graph at the end. And it looks like we've just stopped burning. So at this point, the temperature is going to start going down, so it's at 48.7. But our max peak temperature is 55.6 degrees Celsius. So now once we're confident that it's done burning, which is signified by the fact it's not smoking anymore, we're gonna bring the balance back, take the tape off as much as we can, and get our final sample weight, just so you can see. There's still some unburnt portion of it, so that you'll be able to use to talk about your error. And the final mass of our sample is 1.57 grams. So that essentially is the lab. So you'll do this 2 more times. If you are absent, I'll have the data provided for you so you could do the best part of the lab, which is the analysis of the lab. So be on the lookout if you're absent for the procedure assignment so you can finish the post-lab questions. As always, if you have any questions, please ask your commander for help through email or talk to us in person. Enjoy.